Welcome to this ASP.NET Core Scheduler tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to export and import calendar events to ICS files in the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Scheduler control. You will also learn how to print events. First, I open my existing ASP.NET Core application where I've added the basic code to render the scheduler control. To learn more about integrating the scheduler control into an ASP.NET Core application, please check the Getting Started video linked in the card above and the description below. I run this application by pressing the F5 key. See, the scheduler control is rendered with the provided appointments. To export an event as an ICS file, I need to add a toolbar item. So I include the action begin event and assign the callback method on action begin. I then add the script element and define the method on action begin. Inside this method, I add an if condition to check whether the request type is toolbar item rendering to proceed further. I declare the variable export item and set basic options like the text to export calendar and the prefix icon to eicon export Excel. I push this export item to the items property. Checking now, the export calendar toolbar item is added. When I click this toolbar item, events should be exported to an ICS file. So I bind the click event to this toolbar item and assign the callback method on export click. I define this on export click method here. Before proceeding further, I need to get the scheduler instance to access its built-in methods. So I create an instance for the scheduler control. Now I add an if condition to check whether the action is export and call the export to the iCalendar method using the scheduler instance. When I click this export calendar item, events will be exported to an ICS file. By default, ICS files are saved with the name calendar, but I can also export events with a custom name. I'll pass the custom name scheduler events as a string in the export to iCalendar method. Check now, the exported document's name is scheduler events. Next, I'll show you how to import this ICS file to the scheduler control. To demonstrate the import functionality, I add the uploader control with a few basic options. To learn more about integrating the uploader control into an ASP.NET Core application, please check the Getting Started documentation linked in the description below. I am going to process the file selected in the uploader control, so I add the selected event and assign the callback method on file select. I define the onFileSelect method here. Using the scheduler instance, call the method import iCalendar and pass the file received through the event argument. I add the style element and define style to remove the border for the uploader control and hide its drop area. I'll also comment out the eSchedule event settings tag to import the ICS file. Check now, the scheduler is rendered without any events. If I choose the ICS file, it will be imported. Events created from Outlook can also be imported to the scheduler. Open Outlook, click this calendar icon, and then click any of the events. it will ask just this one or the entire series. I choose the entire series. I save this file in iCalendar file format. When I import this file into the scheduler, you can see the entire series. Finally, I will show you how to print scheduler events. Inside the onActionBegin method, I declare another variable, print item, and change the text as print, and prefix icon to eiconzprint. Next, change the click event callback method ID to print, and push the print item to the items property. Inside the onExport click method, if the action is not export, I call the print method using the scheduler instance. Lastly, uncomment the event settings to load the scheduler with appointments. Checking now, the print toolbar item has been added. When I click this item, a print preview window opens where you can see the events. In this video, I showed you how to export and import calendar events to ICS files in the ASP.NET Core Scheduler control and print events. You can download a working example from the GitHub link in the description below. I've also included a link where you can see if you're eligible for our community license, which grants you a free license key to use our ASP.NET Core products. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.